afternoon, people in Kansas City, people in St. Louis, people on YouTube, Facebook, Apple TV, podcasting, and all the listeners, smartphone and telephone and your phone. We got a great show planned. It's on the eve of Martin Luther King, and we have who's our guest?
Our guest will be calling in very short.
He's not calling in. Okay.
He's gonna call us in and say,
okay. He also wants to do a show at 9:30 Monday morning.
Oh, well, I won't be able to do that. Let me see.
All right.
But today, we have to have you on the air today. My name is Ira, folks. And we got Scott Owens, our engineer and general manager of the station, and Bob Wolf today, MC.
Yes.
So how's the weather in Kansas City?
Well, they say it's real cold. I haven't been out.
Yeah, well, I know you got a football game tonight also.
Well, yes. I don't know what time it is there.
Well, the game's supposed to come on at 7 tonight.
All right. I don't know what time it is now.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock now.
Oh, okay. Oh, the game come on at 7?
Yeah, come on at 7 o'clock tonight, yes.
Okay, well, all right. When this will be over 6, then you got a hour to go, right?
Yes, sir.
I wish you had. I don't have it, but if you could reach Gina to get the direct line to the room. I think she's home now.
MC, Scott, let's take a small break.
Taking a small break. Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is MC Richardson, the moderator for Guess Who's Coming to Kansas City. This is a weekly show, a very good show, I'm told. But on the same token, we're getting ready for that weekend of Martin Luther King, which is Monday. But prior to that, I've been to Memphis several times at the Lorraine Motel, and also down there, it used to be a radio producing studio across from the park that was down the street from B.B. King. But I didn't see no black faces and B.B. King in charge. And right. And so in the park, they was singing songs, and this one guy had a CD said that I'm not gonna pick cotton no more. And the people just wanted to get his CD. And that was it was a beautiful day too.
Mm-hmm. I know. I've been in Memphis. There, right now you go down, you go down on Beale Street. You got a lot of places in Memphis that and I know that they got this little place down there where they have outdoor concerts. Once a year they have this big festival in the fall time. And man, let me tell you, see, it was just acting like crazy when I was down there.
Well, was that in that park, right down the street, Beale Street?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's in the park, but this is where they have all the concerts was at. They had a concert going on. Then they had like, I guess it was like barbecue. It was a festival going on that they had in the fall.
Well, when you say barbecue in Memphis,
yeah, I know.
Barbecue bologna.
Yes.
That's their specialty.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, when you like saying Memphis, you mentioned the word barbecue. MC, you're right. They got it all kind of ways.
Right. Now, across from that park on Beale Street was the old studio. It's not open now, but I forget the name of that studio that they produced the records.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
Okay. But a lot of people, I went not only to on Beale Street, but I went down to Nashville, whereas the United Minority Media Association was associate with the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and we also brought together the Tennessee State University. They got 3 or 4 black universities there in Nashville, and so at that time we set up an ongoing working relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you got Fisk University there also.
Yeah. But then they boast about Vanderbilt and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's but now it's so great. But now the Nashville, when I used to go, they called it the Music City, and so now they got the Texas Oilers. Now they are the Nashville or the Tennessee Tribute. They just played them.
So you got the Tennessee Titans, okay?
Yeah,
and,
right.
And it's out of Nashville, but out of Memphis, okay? Where the King Museum is, they have so much. They built up that museum there. There's just, that you go to the Lorraine Hotel, and it's just a blessing to go in there, MC, to see, all the exhibits they have there. That dates back to that time. And to see, that how Memphis was at that hotel, it has a whole lot of stories. Man, they got in the museum, they got a Greyhound busted up in there and all that good stuff, that you can go in. And the good part of them, you go to the museum, they have these microphones you can put on your head, okay? And they'll tell you different events, they got the broadcasts of the different events. You can actually hear them on your headsets as you visit the museum and different exhibits and what have you.
In that museum, it brought tears to your eyes just going there. Yeah. And I think we paid a minimum of $5 going there. Went up on the second floor where Martin Luther King was killed and looked over
on the balcony there. Yeah.
Yes. And also, we had stayed at that Lorraine motel before this happened on April the 4th in 1968. Yeah. So have a good experience of going down there, and the people from Kansas City had a good experience going visiting Memphis. And then we played the Chiefs played them in football in the exhibition, and we won. We beat Cleveland, I think, by 3 points, but that was years ago.
Well, your team is playing tonight also. They're playing Miami Dolphins. The Chiefs are.
Yes, they are. And hopefully they are on target and we'll win.
Well, I think they will win. I'm that's a Chiefs fan, okay, and I know that the Dolphins are coming from some 80-degree weather, and kickoff tonight will be like 1 or 2 degrees. And kickoff tonight during Kansas City, and that's going to be a very cold game.
Well, think about when Chiefs used to play the Green Bay Packers.
Oh
That's
yeah.
cold.
Oh man. Oh yeah, man. I remember those. Oh my God. They could have. Yeah, MC. Yeah, that was a very. Hold on. Yeah, he comes out. Yes, hold on a second here. Melvin, how you doing, sir?
Yes, sir, Mr. Richardson.
Okay, my name is Ira. Okay, but I got MC right here with you also.
Okay, because I have to apologize. I totally forgot it this afternoon. I had so many different things on my plate this evening.
That's okay. But we were just talking about the game this evening and the cold weather there. But we were talking about some games in the past. We MC remember that's why you do too. When Kansas City used to play the Green Bay Packers in the real cold games up there in Green Bay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna be pretty cold here for the Chiefs at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and so the prediction, what's the temperature predicted, Melvin?
Say it again.
I think they said 3 or 4.
3 or 4
No, they
degrees?
go at 7 o'clock.
No, what's the temperature going to be?
Oh, I think it's going to be around about 7 degrees, but it's going to be wind factor somewhere even below 0.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cold.
Melvin, Ira and I go way back, and also Scott. Tell us something about yourself.
Well, I am, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, I am a notary, and also I've been called to preach.
Okay, God bless you.
I have a small ministry called Ground Level Ministry. Excuse me. And also, as you know, I do a broadcast on Jaws of Justice on KKFI. And I had went to school at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary with a BA degree. And I graduated several years ago. And then I went to Detroit Bible Institute. And so I had been kind of dipping and dabbing in theology, and so I wanted to know a little bit more about it, and so I do a lot of studying in that way, and also I keep an eye on politics. So basically, and then I have a foundation called the Penny Meal Foundation, which I formed about 13 years ago. It's a nonprofit organization. And this is where we do events in the park. I have 2 events. We just completed the winter event, which was on the 30th of December. And that's a boating excursion for children and their families. And they are able to boat absolutely free, and thus we feed them, including their family. And absolutely.
So you say it's a bowling event, right? Bowling?
Non-bowling, like the ball bowling, not bowling.
Okay. Yeah, what's the name of the bowling alley?
At Diamond Bowl in Independence. We were doing it at Strike and Spare, but they had closed down for renovation, and then another management took over. So I don't even know where they stand at this point. And that happened about I want to say 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago. And because I had went to a Diamond Bowl by way of a white lady that I know, that introduced me to the owner of Diamond Bowl. And so, and because she's involved with the Rotary Club, and he is as well. So she's kind of like a member of the Shakers and Movers in Independence, and they were responsible for the funding for the Truman Library. the new one.
Okay.
And so that's what she does, and so she's the one that introduced me to him, and so he made it possible for me to have some cut prices in what we were doing, and so I'm grateful for that. So, and also I'm involved with Dee's Restaurant because they cater food to my small ministry absolutely free, and as I mentioned to you, some of my sponsors. Quick Trip, Phillips 66, and Constantina Price Choppers, and Niece's Restaurant, and Manhattan Cleaners, and they are the ones that allow me to give what we do absolutely free to the community. And this past year, we had horses out at Spring Valley Park. The year before that, we had goats, sheep, and cows, and a couple of ducks. And so we do things. I collaborate with organizations, and so I don't have any of these things, but what I do is collaborate with them. And also I collaborate with Drug Free World. They bring out booklets and stuff like they did at the bowling excursion to empower the children about the various drugs that plague the black community, or before that go across America, period, from cigarettes to you name it. So I'm excited about that, and to be collaborating with them, people that are doing things positive within the community. So
okay, Melvin, when we spoke last week, you got my name and my number, and did I ask you at that time, were you familiar with the United Minority Media Association?
Yeah, I think you did, and I told you that I'm not that familiar. I think I've heard of it, but I'm not that familiar with it.
Well, we just celebrated 50 years on December 2nd. And we serve the Midwest, Southeast region. That's 27 states. Not as need to get more collaboration with independents and what have you. I know about Manhattan, what they call it, not a dress shop, a hat shop, and know about most of them. But it's something that when you stated earlier about the ministry, we have established, or will establish, what we are calling for the gospel. Whereas we'll have different people, including the 4 black newspapers, to provide information to go into the newspapers and about the different churches, different faiths. And we don't care about the faith, okay? But different faiths might have something they want to get out to the people. Plus, we have a lot of talk shows, and we really just getting ready to do we had our we have the people to get our
The kickoff?
no, the people we had to get inducted into our Hall of Fame. That's
Yeah, at your event, which was also your birthday, also in CSL.
Day after was my birthday.
No, the day after was your birthday also. We celebrate our birthday every chance we get.
So, Melvin, what we do, we right now, I'm out here at I'm in the Veterans Hospital, one-day extension rehab division, but we got a lot of things we need to do, and we also expanding and getting more people involved. Not the people who just want to talk, but the people who want to be involved.
Involved with what you're talking about.
Well, with the organization and what we do now, here is our mission to increase the participation of minority and multicultural people to upward mobility. That's advertising, that's journalism, that's broadcasting, that's marketing, that's public relations, that's even dealing with construction, and also with the historical black colleges and universities, to get them, especially in our region of 27 states. and trying to reach out and trying to get more youth involved, we have a component called MAMIC. MAMIC stands for Minority Youth Majoring in Community and Communication. Let me get that right. But we open to anybody who has an interest, and we're a membership organization. And we're located, the office is located at 5511 Woodland, Kansas City, Missouri. That's 64110-2928. And well, right now I'm incapacitated, okay? But hopefully once I get out, we can get back started on some things. Yeah, I'm in the I'm an extension of the veteran hospital. I don't like it at all, but they say it's best for me to stay in here till I can get better. And they're looking for going to what they call it,
Rehab.
Yeah, it's a rehab, but what's the other thing? It's a part of rehab, but it's I can't think of the deals. You go like they want me to how to stretch your legs, how to do this, how you bend, and all. It's about 7 different components.
Isn't that the same thing? What he's saying is rehab, to learn how to do. Yeah, basically what he's saying, rehab, unless they have a different name for it.
Well, it's a rehab deal. At first, I got transferred from the Veterans Administration, a hospital over here. This is supposed to be a short-lived where they bring in the professionals to work with you. And that's what's going on, and it's I really don't like it, but I don't have a choice.
Right. Are you familiar with Nikki at UMB? She's the branch manager at UMB on Independence. She does a lot of kind of what you're saying.
What's her name?
Nikki, Nikki, I don't know her last name, but she's involved with black golfers and fundraising and things like that. And so I was working with her in terms of sponsorship for Penny Meal Foundation, my foundation. So I was just wondering if you were familiar with her. Well, I'm familiar with UMB Bank.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Aaron?
I was gonna ask y'all okay. If you could tell us a little bit about Jaws of Justice, because that's one thing that I'd like to want to know more about. What that consists of.
Oh, Jaws of Justice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Jaws of Justice been on air for, I want to say somewhere like 10 years as part of KKFI. They have various broadcasts, and Jaws of Justice just happened to be one of them. That usually is aired on Monday morning.
But what does you discuss on Jaws of Justice?
Basically, across the board in terms of people that are in prison, wrongly in prison. We have advocates that come on and like I talked to, I think, Ricky Kidd, if you're familiar with Ricky Kidd, and when he was still yet in prison, and I interviewed Ricky Kidd, and so, but he's out now, he's doing a tremendous job. Yeah, so with things like that, not to get into Ricky Kidd, but just things like that, and other things pertaining to fairness within the community, bringing some light to it. Like my broadcast coming up Monday is talking about Martin Luther King, and not necessarily Martin Luther King, but what propelled him into the forefront, and the people that was instrumental, like the sanitation worker that just passed a couple of weeks ago at the age of 92, and he marched with Martin Luther King. And we're going to be talking about Lorraine Hotel, that's 450 Mulberry Street in Memphis, Tennessee, and other different ones like Templeton, the white man that was doing the painting of civil rights leaders, and his theme was "Lest We Forget." And so the theme of the sanitation workers was "I am a man," and because they were so degraded and as men, and they were called boys. And the last thing that he said that before they protested, he called him a boy, and he called back, "I am a man." And so they walked off the job, and because they got tired of being degraded, and not only as men but as a human. And so they went.
You know, I guess cutting in. You know, I remember when they first started Jaws of Justice. Over KKFI, where a lot of people, some have records and some didn't. They wanted some to even what was going on for justice. And they've been very successful all this year, as I understand. They normally come on the early part of the week, and I think, like you said, this person named Kid, you can show some progress for people who really want to go straight and get involved. This is the perfect opportunity.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, but you know, things like that is what, like you mentioned earlier during the week. We usually we come on at Mondays. We start the week off Monday morning, just before what's her name out of New York, I believe it is, that she speaks about injustice, and she's on the air, and she's very instrumental and very powerful. Her name is slipping my mind.
Well, let me ask you. Do you remember Bob? Do you remember Bob Law?
Bob Law.
Bob Law. I know. That's a LAW. Bob Law.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yes, I remember Bob Law.
Yeah.
And.
Well, I used to listen to it, but on the show we recognized him years ago. There's not too many people, because we've been around 50 plus years, so we kind of get around, but we should do a better job doing that. But what I was going to tell you, that the number you call now, call the cell number. I know what you're saying, but you're on the cell phone via hour now, but you need to call. You got something to write it down?
Yeah, I'm writing now. Go ahead.
Okay. It was, of course, it's 816-694-2273.
That's 694-2273.
That is correct.
Okay, 816 area code.
Right.
That's the number that I'm supposed to call?
That's what?
Is that, why did you give me that number?
Because that's my cell number. That's how you can reach me Monday.
Okay, I got you. I missed that part. Okay, I got it. Instead of this number here that I call you on.
Well,
this is our number you're calling on right now.
Okay. That's that 314 number.
Yeah, that's in St. Louis.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Okay. All right.
So, but we want to set up an ongoing working relationship with all our groups. Ours over the Missouri Black Chamber Association. I'm over the
Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce. And I'm over the United Minority Media Association. I'm the founder of it. And we try to work together with anybody who'd like to work with us. And we got a lot of information out there. We can get the people working together.
Okay. Which is
and also, Melvin, the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce is an affiliate of the National Black Chamber of Commerce, and we are part of organizations, two organizations of the National the Business League, the National Business League, National Bank Business, and also
National what?
National Black. Okay, I'm with the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce, and we partnered with the National Alliance of Black Business, and that's all something that Richie Washington started back in 1900. The business league has been around since then. And Mr. Ken Harris is the 16th president, and he was a former chamber in Detroit. That's where he got started at, but he was recruited to be the 16th president from them, okay? And when doing that, we combined our efforts right now because we all worked under what Richie Washington started back in 1900, which is trying to create black opportunities for black businesses to grow and thrive. And in doing so, we work with the National Black Mayors Association also out of Tuskegee, Alabama. As a matter of fact,
Tuskegee, yes, too.
Well, right now, the National Black Business League has moved back to Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, back to Tuskegee, Alabama now. That's what Richie Washington founded the organization back there in 1900. And so they're going back to their home there. And also, like I said, the Lions of the World, I want to get that wrong, but it's the National Association of Black Mayors, Mr. Johnny Ford, and he's also a part of our organization. And we had a conference in Atlanta, Georgia, this past summer. That drew over 1,600 people from around the world. We have an association with over 50 countries in Africa. We also have an association with India, which is the largest country in the world. And so we have, we call ourselves we are the biggest black organization in the whole world.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure, go right ahead.
You made mention, or you alluded to the fact about how you help other black organizations to strive. And how do you go about that? How do you do that?
Well, several ways, Melvin. One of the things that I have found most of my members most recently, one of the things that they need is financial help. Is one of the things that most of the organizations need money to get started. And we say organization, we try to work with black businesses, to get them up and going. We provide them with financial assistance. We have access to the bankers around most of your large bankers right now are working with us now. We are out in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my God, we now have. Like I said, take what I do here in Missouri. We work with people in agriculture, like Lincoln University. We have a university here in St. Louis called Harris University. Yes, but there are other universities around the country that we work with that are black HBCUs. But one of the things that National Black Chamber of Commerce does is try to establish, have black businesses become successful, and in those cases, okay, we work together. We have assistance in different programs that we have that can build their businesses, establishing businesses. We work with a lot of different, and I say organizations because right now most of our chambers are around the different countries, like in Chicago, in Illinois. We have the Illinois Black Chamber of Commerce, and there we have work with the mayors. In different like we said before. And one of the mayors that we had in Illinois was, they ran for the governor, matter of fact, with the mayor of Roy, Illinois. And Roy, Illinois is the second largest city in Illinois. And they have a black mayor, and he ran for the governorship last term out over there. But we work with the universities there and all the health institutions and stuff like that to establish them and then work together to get contracts. And that's one of the things that most people look at now. We work with the federal government right now as people try and get different SBA loans and how to work with that system. We get good systems doing that also.
How do you go, and I know, I have two questions for you, especially when you mentioned about black chambers of commerce. And the other one you made mention about most small black businesses is in need of financial assistance.
Yes.
And there has to be some paperwork and ground level work in order to get them in that direction. How do you go about it as what you do to point these black businesses that need funding to the right directions and what to do when they don't know what to do?
Well, that's what the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, what we do in that case, like let's say, for instance, I can tell you became a member, if you join our organization, and once you become part of the organization, we have our members that who are also will work to help you also, but we have.
How do you join that? What do? You pay dues and stuff like that?
Pay dues. Well, you don't pay dues. You pay annual membership once a year to the chamber.
What is that membership amount?
Well, right now it's $300 now a year that you pay, and then once you pay that, okay, the chamber then allows you to work with all our chambers around the country. And they will, and that would, when we do, we kind of have collaboration and membership, and when you join, then it's how you okay to work with any chamber in the country, and that's it. And that's actually a Congress. It was, matter of fact, today when I'll see you a copy of our program we do every Saturday called Lunch with the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, which is a program that and we did our second one this year. We have Mr. Chuck DeVoe, who's our CEO of the National, he's one of my co-hosts of our program, and he comes on our program. But in that, in the office in D.C., we have, if you go to the website, National Black Chamber of Commerce .org, you'll be able to see there's some of all the different things that the chamber that entitles you to do with us, that we have assistance for you. And it's, we over 30 years old. We just had an anniversary down in Atlanta last August. But I'm saying in that, okay, we have a lot of like through the National Business Alliance. Well, working with them, we have a relationship with most of a third of the Fortune 500 companies that we can have access to, and the people that are working with that, okay, we can leverage and find you contracts. And the thing now that people need contracts, and we can open the doors because in the federal government we are partnered with the Department of Commerce in several different areas right now, where we can if you get a contract for your businesses, and also working with the National Business League, national corporations like ones here in St. Louis, Emerson Corporation, and had the different corporations like that. They use black suppliers, suppliers, in their businesses, and so we would help them. Yes, sir.
Do you work with other chambers?
Yes,
like
no, that's why I said we have a network, work with the chambers all around the country in most major cities. Okay, that and when you come member one chamber, you can come member all of our chambers.
Which ones do you basically work with in terms of other chambers, ethnic chambers?
Oh, well, Hispanic, and like right now, like different cities will have different nationalities they work with, and here's St. Louis. Okay, we work with not a lot of them here. Okay, that because recently because after the pandemic, things have kind of changed a little bit. And so right now we kind of reestablish that. But here in St. Louis, we work with the most of the black mayors here in St. Louis County. Matter of fact, this past Tuesday, I was invited to to the county executive State of the Union address, and in that we have access. He needs the county, St. Louis County needs help right now in all the other appointments and trying to find contractors to do business with like in the housing appointments. And one of the things that the Missouri Chamber of Commerce is doing as we speak, in Haytown, Missouri, we built a housing complex, 28 units of affordable housing for seniors there, and apartments that we built there, and also in Haytown we built a national broadband institute, and then where we specialize in training people in broadband communication, all the aspects of it, and right now we just got that organization organized to become a member of the IDW Local 2 here in St. Louis. So right now he qualifies for all the any broadband dollars that's coming from the White House now for broadband installations around the country.
What is the thing? Because you alluded to the fact that you connected or worked with the Hispanic Chambers of Commerce, and I'm familiar with the president of the Hispanic. His name is Carlos, and I think he's down not close to downtown, their main office, and he is. I wanted to ask a question of how do you, when you connect with these other organizations, such as other ethnic organizations in terms of chambers, what is it that tangible that you do to pull something together to enhance the black businesses or new black business to strive a little better? Like the Hispanic community works diligently in terms of helping their small businesses to expand and strive. So I'm wondering, what do the Black Chambers of Commerce or the national black businesses that is connected to all of that, what is it, ABC?
Okay, well,
other than all the organizations that you named, what do they do?
Well, each one has, okay, the way this works, okay, the Missouri Chamber of Commerce works with we have worked with the Hispanic Chambers here in St. Louis prior to the pandemic, okay, and after that, the kind of took place, we kind of backed away, and we're in the process now of reorganizing ourselves. But what our goal, okay, is to provide opportunities for them to expand their businesses, how to naturally get more customers, make more money, and also grow. And doing that, most times you get more contracts or get more training. And that's what we've been doing, and also working with some people here in St. Louis. We work with Ken and Wayne Hubbard out of Kansas City here in St. Louis. We had a fishing derby with them when we were able to do that in Ferguson, Missouri. And also the chamber in Kansas City, we worked with Toyota there to have an event in Kansas City with Toyota that has about 15, 20 businesses where we were able to have a mentoring program there a couple of years ago before the pandemic. And also we were able to have an awards program there called the Trailblazer Awards in Kansas City. So we had concentrated most of our efforts before we got started in Kansas City. And also we brought Miss Black America to Kansas City also. And so since I'm St. Louis, I didn't start off here, but now we're focused now on St. Louis more than we had initially. And so that's why I said previously I had worked with the Hispanic Foundation, get them started years ago. And so now as we come back to St. Louis and sort of accept ourselves here, that's how I haven't reached out to them yet, because we were just trying to, really right now, reestablish ourselves after the pandemic. Because a lot of our memberships lost their businesses, And we were able to, stay with our business, our members also. We were getting loans for them to get their peace.
Okay, to relate to the Hispanic Channel comment, it's Carlos Steele. He used to commute from Topeka to Kansas City daily. And they took in the other Hispanic, the Native American, and you name it, and they down there off of 10th and Main. So they've been around quite a long time. And what they normally do politically, they normally get in bed with whatever Republicans are in power to strengthen their group.
Yeah, I know that the Hispanics, they give, because I remember one time I went to the Hispanic luncheon, and they had, their speaker was, I forget his name, he's out of Kansas, a lawmaker, and I don't even know if he's in that position anymore, but they had invited him because, as he was saying, that politically, that's what they do in order to start funding, getting funding from the government, and having key people through luncheons and stuff like that to come and speak. And I can't think it's something like what Dora that I was mentioning about that is part of the what do you call it, I just named it too, the Rotary Club. The Rotary Club is a very powerful organization, and when they do, because I went there, I think it was last year, where they was the year before that they was raising money to build the library for Truman, and they was auctioning off gifts. Yeah, auctioning off stuff that it wasn't nothing, but they was asking for something like a pencil. I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, they had donations. People donated stuff.
Yeah, they donated, but they would auction it off. And some of these people that they would auction off, you wouldn't even pay 10 cents for it. But they would auction it off and starting off as $1,000. And you would meet people would raise that little number up and say, I'll take it for $1,000. And you know how auctions go. And they raised huge amounts of money. But they
hold on. That was true, but basically they targeted audience or white folks with other Rotary clubs, and they come together. They meet more than the blacks in their organization. A lot of them are reorganizing, but they seem to work together for the common cause. And Hispanic went about, if you want to call them Hispanics, if you want to call them Mexican, they seem to work together. They seem to pull the resources